All right, sports enthusiasts, there's so much going on this weekend between the UFC fights, NBA scheduling, and the Formula One Grand Prix is kicking off in Bahrain. That's what we'll be talking about today. I'm really excited about this. I think whenever you get a chance to see the cars that have been tuned up and changed and fixed and tweaked, it's always super exciting to see what they come out with. And Bahrain, at least in the practices, has not disappointed. It's going to be kicking off on Sunday, so I'll definitely be trying to watch. We'll see if the time zones add up, but it's going to be exciting no matter what. A few things that come to mind for this is I was really excited to see what was going on with Mercedes, and it seems like not much, unfortunately. I really support Mercedes. Being a Lewis Hamilton fan is actually what got me into watching Formula One, so I always want to see them do well. But it doesn't seem like much progress or changes have been made. Russell, I think in practice 2, finished 8th. Or sorry, not Russell. Hamilton finished 8th. Russell finished 13th. And that's not looking good. It's not looking competitive. And even though there's time, I wonder if it's incremental changes and fixes that they're actually going to be able to do. Hopefully they have a eureka moment and are able to shave off some seconds, but at least from what we're seeing right now, I'm not so sure, and I'm not that optimistic. And looking at Lewis's comments where he's basically like everything needs to change, and some of the things that we're doing, are going to shave off milliseconds but not seconds. That's really concerning. Now I will say Toto and the team and even Russell were a bit more optimistic in what they saw as potential for improvement. So we'll see. It's early days, but it's tough to imagine that Mercedes is going to be in a position to seriously compete, especially for pole in many of these cases when they're still so far behind as it stands. Now, I will say, even Aston Martin, they took first in one of the practices at least, and they're looking pretty competitive, but their team is saying, hold your horses. This is the first time that we're testing. There's some pretty good conditions for us and all this, that, and the third. So they're trying to hold people's expectations for what to expect from them. But I would say this Red Bull is still looking good, even though it seems like there weren't ideal conditions. They were okay, so to speak, for their performances. But it seems like there's a lot of teams looking good, and it seems like Mercedes isn't looking as good as they could be. I kind of expected after such a disappointing season last year that they maybe would have found a way to just completely sort of overhaul the car. Maybe there wasn't enough time to do that, so they stuck with more so incremental changes on the current car and current design. I'm not sure what that's going to get them. I'm just looking at the practice right now. It doesn't seem like it's getting us to number one, but it's still early, and I think there are some opportunities to try to make some improvements based on all the learnings that they're having right now. So we're hopeful, but I'm not sure that we're going to see Mercedes on top anytime soon. I will say that it looks like we're going to continue to see Red Bull on top, but it's going to be really fun, I think, to see them start to sweat a little bit, because last season, it wasn't even close in so many of the instances. I'm like, gosh, give me some competition. But we're seeing a lot of signs of life from Ferrari, and who knows, maybe Aston Martin is the upset. So I'm really excited for the Grand Prix to be kicking off and for Formula One to be coming back. Let me know what you all are seeing, who you're rooting for, and what things you're looking out for as it gets started.